and only use cash. That is our analog tip jar. And then our second piece of architecture, you can see one on every table, maybe two on every table. That is our digital method of tipping. So you can shine your camera onto that, type in $199 each, and you'll be taking good care of your artists tonight. If you somehow miss those two pieces of architecture, we still got you covered. There's a giant QR code just so you don't forget on your way out, and that's how we take care of our artists. Well, I would love to get to introducing you to these artists on the stage with me. You have joined us on a Tuesday, which is Three Little Birds Night. We do this weekly through the winter when it's nice and cozy. It's a listener-friendly environment. So for those of you, if you're having trouble hearing, I normally say move on up to the front, but we've got a bunch of great listeners up front, so move closer if you can. But these two artists thrive in the listening environment, and I'm going to start on your far right. This gentleman I've been following for many years. Since 2007, he quit his job as a teacher overseas, and he has really chased festivals and the year-round lifestyle of performing. He's a man I look up to quite a bit. I have all his records. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the stage Scott Cook.
Thanks, Dan. What a heartfelt introduction.
Of course.
I love you, man.
I love you too. I'm going to introduce Kaylee.
Oh, okay. Okay. I thought you were throwing it to me.
Oh, well, I can.
No.
Okay, all right.
You're the boss here, man.
Sitting center stage, for those of you that are regulars at Redbird, you are no stranger to this woman. She is a fantastic performer and writer in her own right. 2021, she released an EP called Hindsight. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome my friend, fantastic performer, Kaylee McGuire. What we do here at Three Little Birds is all original music all night long. And we're going to share a few stories. Sometimes there's a little bit of, improvisation, collaboration that happens on the stage, and hope you're looking forward to it. I'm going to start us off. I'm going to start with a little tune. This is a tune I wrote about moving out west with my best friend and a broken heart. I was a raft guide for many years with this man, and I had my heart broken, and we were living in staff housing, so I was living 40 paces away from my ex-fiance all summer long, and he's like, what are you going to do at the end of the summer? And I was like, I don't know, man, probably just move into my parents' basement. And he's like, well, why don't you come out to Big White, and we'll have a ski season together. And so that's what we did, and that was 12 years ago. This is called the Pack Up Blues. Packing up my stuff, the sun is set on another year. I'm loading up the truck. It's high time we get out of here, yeah. The summer's gone too long, leaves are changing and so am I. I hear that autumn song, blowing breeze through the cold night. Take me to those trees that see where the orange streams in the night, wash my soul in my river flows where you very much. Well, Ms. Kaylee McGuire, how you feeling?
Feels good.
Feels good?
I feel good.
Excellent.
I feel good. Sorry, it's weird to be on this side.
On this side of the stage? Yeah, for those of you that don't know, Kaylee is also one of our main sound techs as well here at Redbird.
Yeah, it's pretty fun. I love that song. I
Yeah.
have like the luxury of getting to hear dance songs every second week.
Yeah.
So I still don't really know the words, so I just ooh and
I heard the oohs though.
in the night, but I really like that song.
Thank you.
Oops, there we go. Sorry. Cool. Okay. This is a song called No Doubts, and I don't know what to say about it, so I'm just gonna play it. How does it go? Bathe your body in the sun and cool off in the stream and daydream until the stars fall and the moon is high, and tell all of your secrets, confess like the wind, and don't be afraid to let your heart break wide open. Ooh, this is it. Yeah, this is what it's all about. Ooh, this is it. And I have no doubts, I have no doubts, I have no doubts. What if all of this darkness was really my fire, just burning me up to ashes and dust, to rise again, fueling my inspiration, a new song to sing. I may not know ya, but we're on the same road. Never alone, no, we're never alone. Ooh, this is it. Yeah, this is what it's all about. Ooh, this is it. And I have no doubts, I have no doubts, I have no. Seasons come and go, oh, but this one is lasting forever. And blessing or curse, I cannot quit, no. But I'm reminded, oh, that love is so much greater. It's heartache and strife, courage and might, hitting rock bottom a few hundred times. Ooh, this is it. Yeah, this is what it's all about. Ooh, this is it. And I have no doubts, I have no doubts. Ooh, this is it. Yeah, this is what it's all about. Ooh, this is it. And I have no doubts, I have no doubts, I have no doubts.
That was it.
Beautiful. That's what it's all about. All right. Well, back when I thought you were just passing it over to me, I was starting to say that I love Dan Tait.
No.
Anybody here love Dan Tait? And I heard about this thing that he was doing called Three Little Birds, and I'm so glad I can finally come do it.
Heck yeah.
Yeah.
Heck yeah.
I'm on my way back to Edmonton. This is my second to last gig for the year.
Woo!
And my partner Pamela and I have been out since April, just running all around. We were down to the Carolinas and Texas and out to Oregon and out to Nova Scotia. And I had one more festival, this 11th festival of the season, Wood Stove in Cumberland on Vancouver Island. And she was like, yeah, I'm out. You're on your own and you want to go out to the island again. So anyway, I'll be meeting her tomorrow in Canmore, and I'm just hoping everything goes good. So when we were out together during the year, we would perform a nightly good luck ritual, and I want to do that right now by singing a love song for the third member of our traveling throuple, and really the one who makes it all possible, and is hopefully going to get me to Canmore tomorrow. Our camper van, Rodetta. She's parked right out front. And this is a love song for her. I live in my van, and it's a fine place to live. Sleep where we please and wake smiling. There's no rent to pay, and I change the yard most every day. From Haida Gwaii out to Cape Breton Island. There's no shame in being a hobo, and it's a great luxury to have a car. And it seems to me that I'm one lucky mofo, sleeping out alone beneath the stars. I loaned my friend Bryn an orange tarp to curl up in, out drinking one rainy night in Vancouver. And he thanked me 2 times, he was just so happy to be dry, though the police tried to make him feel like a loser. There's no shame in being a hobo. Shame's only for those who got pride. And you gotta keep an eye out for the po-po. But sometimes even the po-po will let you ride. I'm living proof. This one's on the house, sweet child. This one's on the house. Save your money for another mile. This one's on the house. This one's on the house, sweet child. This one's on the house. Save your money for another mile. This one's on the house. Sleeping in parks and living in cars and sneaking drinks into bars, except this one. And washing up in lakes and truck stops might be frowned on, but you'll do what you must. Get love from those you trust, and get yourself to the road that you'll be found on. There's no shame in being a hobo, and we always get taken care of somehow. And you sure can take it with you when you go. Might as well get used to living without now. You sure can take it with you when you go. Might as well get used to living without now.
How long has Rodetta been part of your throuple?
How long's Rodetta been what?
Part of your throuple.
Oh, part of our throuple. Well, we got her, I guess, in 2021, and we hit the road together with her at the beginning of 2022.
Nice.
And she's been through 43 states and 8 provinces so far.
All right.
She still runs. She's making some funny noises lately, though. I gotta say, just talking.
It's
I just wish I could understand what she's saying.
Women are complicated.
the love between an artist and their touring vehicle is real. Right now, with Kentucky Eileen, we've got a 4Runner. And normally I name my vehicles, but this is my buddy Mitch's vehicle, so there's no name to this 4Runner. But we love that old truck very much. And prior to that vehicle, I had a 1981 Volkswagen Westfalia I used to tour in. And that's, I mean, it's got a lot of personality, but it's not the ideal touring vehicle because climbing up Rogers Pass at 60 kilometers an hour is not an efficient way to get to a gig. But kind of jumping off Scott's tune about Rodetta, this is a tune about my 81 Westfalia named Clementine. Give me a way to feel alive. Write me a letter, know it's right. For miles and miles. Shed all these worries like the rain. Get inside, oh, let's take a train for miles and miles. Keepsakes and memories are all we need. Burned all my bills the other day. I don't need the baggage, we're gonna find our way. Miles and miles. Sunny days and starry nights are how we'll fill our lives. Only doing what is good in our God-given right. Life where we decide if we'll go inside. Taking days as they come under open skies. Going there, Scott?
I've had, I've gone and sold. I won't need a motel I grow. After miles and miles, keepsakes and memories are all we need to make our home. Tag that. Keepsakes and memories are all we need to make our home.
Thank you. It's good you took that lead, Scott, because my mustache is getting plucked by my harmonicas now, so it's time to shorten it. I appreciate you taking that lead and saving my mustache.
All right. Yeah, so I put out an EP a couple years ago now. And it's kind of like a chronicle, I guess. I lived in Ireland when I was 19 for a couple of years, and each song is about my experience living there. So this one is about the northern part of Ireland in Belfast. And I was just having a I moved there. It was the first time I ever moved away from home. So growing up in the Okanagan, I was like, this place sucks. I need to get out. And I'm going to go to Dublin and Belfast and Ireland, just the whole thing. And the weather is just terrible. And coming from here, I was like, oh, it's actually not so bad there. So that makes me sound like a really ungrateful person to travel. I'm not, I just suck at talking. But I'm trying to say is, this is a self-pity kind of song. I had an amazing experience, but this was day 300 of just rain. So yeah, this song came from that. Another cold, rainy day, I wake up with a shiver, and all around I see gray. I pull my blinds down. Lucky me, I've got a jade that my man so kindly rolled before he up and moved away to have fun outside of the city. I am alone now, and I don't really enjoy myself, but here I am alone now. There's so much that I could do. I've so many aspirations, but I'm too busy being blue to find any motivation. I really love your big blue sweater. I live in it these days, and I don't mind if it's raining outside. It's an excuse to lay in my bed all day. I am alone now, and I don't really enjoy myself, but here I am alone now. I am alone now. No, I don't really enjoy myself. Here I am alone now. All alone now. All alone now. I'm all alone now. All alone now. All alone now.
Kaylee, your guitar playing is fantastic.
And your tone is so sweet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thanks, guys.
That's great.
Oh, thank you. Oh, okay, just no.
Were you playing when you were over in Ireland?
I played once.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, I was way too shy and nervous. I thought I would go there and like meet a band that wanted like a backup singer
Yeah.
or someone, like play the tambourine or something. And but I was just way too scared to put myself out there. So
Have you been back for your victory lap yet?
I have not. No,
All right.
I need to go back.
That's going to be
redeem
great,
myself.
right?
Yeah.
All right. Here's a newer one of mine about how I stumbled into being lucky enough to do this for a living. When I was a kid, I'd lie awake in bed and listen to the rock and roll station. Paint leather and chrome and black velvet across my adolescent imagination. There were songs about singers and songs about truckers, and I couldn't tell which was which. They had me dreaming of the unrolling highway night, the kind of rides I might hitch. I stumbled on a Cohen and Kerouac in the neighborhood library shelves, and I never let anybody read the poems I started making up myself. Awkward as a first date, clumsy on the court, used to being made fun of, but I found a bunch of old records at garage sales. They were singing about peace and love. I learned a few chords on a cheap guitar and started teaching my fingers their places. Bought a pawn shop amp and a distortion box, and man, I was off to the races with some buddies who were similarly shitty at sports on our half-baked dreams and songs. We were playing in the punk rock dives downtown, and some girls were even singing along, singing I'm out in the wind again before they know I'm gone. Doesn't make money or sense, but I'm a hopping the fence. I'm a looking for a brand new song. If you want to take one of them and run with it, it's what I wrote them for. Sign yours truly, troubadourly yours. I tried a bunch of different ways of paying the rent, but it always seemed like a bummer to work all year so you can go camping for a couple of weeks in the summer. I put a bed in the van and took off without a plan, thinking how bad could it be? Cause if I didn't try and follow my dream, the what ifs might wind up following me. And it was way more faking it than making it, but at least I was making the rounds. Filling my hungry eyes with sights and my hungry ears with sounds. And I met a lot of fellow wackadoodle dreamers living and loving on the run. There are plenty nights I don't remember, but I heard I was having fun. Singing I'm out in the wind again before they know I'm gone. Doesn't make money or sense, but I'm hopping the fence and I'm looking for a brand new song. If you want to take one of them and run with it, it's what I wrote them for. Sign yours truly, troubadourly yours. I sure wasn't getting any younger from all of the partying I used to do. And I played a ton of gigs for exposure, but I heard you can die that too. I've been careless and crude, overeager and too shy, inebriated and indiscreet. I don't need to be reminded of my failures. I always had a front row seat. Some nights I'm sleeping in a parking lot, taking a leak in a ditch. Then I'm staying in a friend's beach house, feeling filthy, stinking rich. I sing in theaters, bars, and houses for high and low, left, right, and in between. And I can take it most everyone's nicer up close than they are behind their screens. I guess troubadour is probably the oldest way of carrying the people's news and listening for the underlying melody in every place's particular blues. Singing the kind of songs for rousing the rabble and bringing the beaten down cheer. I'm smuggling them around and I'm talking them fast like a hope hustling auctioneer. And I admit it's complicated to be doing this the way I do, in a rig that smokes dinosaurs and coughs out CO2. And I can see so many ways the deck got stacked for fellas who look like me me. Just talk to a gal living on the road if you want to know about bravery. But it's an ever unwinding riddle and gamble that I'll probably never tire of. Laboring to keep both sides afloat, the logistics and the love. And I sure wouldn't say my way of making a living's any better than any way else. Every job's got dignity and drudgery, but it shines when you do it well. Cause I believe in working hard. I believe hard work deserves respect. And I believe that helping other people along is the steadiest way to success. I believe in trails, I believe in trees, I believe dogs when they wag. I believe in my fellow earthlings, no matter what creed or flag. And I believe in ordinary folks more than the powerful few, and that the needs of people, not profits, should be guiding what we do. I believe in one big union, how old Woody sang it true. I believe Mother Jones and Joe Hill, I believe Anita Hill too. And I believe it could always be wrong, but I believe the truth will out. And I believe we got a lot more in common than we got to fight about. Like we all got a right to be here by the mere fact of our birth. I believe that imagination is the strongest force on earth. I believe our deeds make ripples, I believe our words do too. I believe we're better than our blunders, friends, and I believe in you. I believe that what the world needs now is love, sweet love. It's what we're here for. It's the only thing we could always use more of. I believe in this tenuous tangled line from womb to tomb. I believe it looks like rain. I believe I'll dust my broom. Homes everywhere and nowhere when you're living by the rhyme. Get to loving so many people and places and you miss them all at the same time. Take in all the farewells and welcomes, the profane and the profound, till eventually you just pull up stakes and catch the westbound. Singing I'm out in the wind again before they know I'm gone. Never made money or cents, but I'll be hopping the fences till I sing my last song. If you want to take one of them and run with it, it's what I wrote them for. Signed, yours truly, troubadourly yours. Signed, yours truly, troubadourly yours.
That's awesome.
Thank you, friends.
That's a new one?
Yeah,
That's a beauty.
thanks, man.
How are your vocals feeling after that one?
How are my vocals feeling?
Way up high and way down low.
Yeah, after the weekend, I was at this festival, Woodstove Festival this weekend, and like normally nowadays, like we play a lot of like coffee houses and people's living rooms and stuff like that, and like being at rock shows and stuff over the weekend, I was unprepared. At one point on Saturday night, I was like, I had about a half-hour conversation with a friend that I hadn't seen in a long time, and then we both just realized that we had been shouting at one another for half an hour, and like, I better put my throat to bed.
Yeah.
Thanks, Satoshi. My friends, before we get into any more songs, I do want to point those important pieces of architecture out just to take care of our artists. We are definitely going to play some more music for you, but if you don't mind visiting either the analog tip jar at the front of the stage, it's sitting on the subwoofer. Don't worry, the subwoofer is mostly for show. It won't hurt you. Also, alternatively, if you do the digital tip thing, we have you covered. So we've got 2 QR codes on every single table. Please make sure you visit those. We also have a giant QR code up high. That keeps us doing music here at Redbird, and more importantly, those tips go directly to the artists you see on stage, and it takes good care of them. Oh yeah? All right. Hayden, my friend, I have no guitar. Woo! There he is. I've got no guitar here. Hey, there we go. I didn't know where to go after that song.
You went to the QR codes.
I went to the QR codes.
That's a good place to go.
It's a good one to go. You know, as a rule, for like 3 years, I refused to use QR codes. I was like, I don't want to do that. I've converted. I've caved. And you can too. This is a tune inspired by my mom. My mom is cool as heck. Her name's Tait, and she proudly burned her bra for women's rights in the 60s at Parliament Hill. And she always taught me to listen to the protest singers, and because usually they're a few years ahead of the rest of us. And so I grew up listening to Joni Mitchell and Cat Stevens and Bob Dylan and the vast plethora of protest writers that came out of the 60s. And but it wasn't until this song that I had written my own protest song. This is a song I wrote in 2016 or so, and this is called Powder Keg.
Willows, kings are eating chowder, and they're spilling on their thrones, while MCs are getting rougher for those of us at home. Don't you wanna believe in a world that is good? They'll go away and we'll do what we should, yeah. Well, this world is getting tougher, that we can be sure. The voices getting louder, sheep and devil's fur. Don't you wanna believe that we can be saved? The year will be good when we see it. Don't you fret now, darling, don't you pound in my ears. Sit back and relax and enjoy our golden years. Those kings are eating chowder, and they're spilling on their thrones, while MCs are getting rougher. Lord, us at home. Don't you wanna believe in a world that is good? We'll go away and we'll do what we should, Don't you fret now, darling, don't you pound in my ears. Sit back and relax and enjoy our golden years. If the powder keg blows, everybody knows who lit the match. If the powder keg blows, everybody knows who lit the match. If the powder keg blows, everybody knows who lit the match. If the powder keg blows, everybody knows who lit the match. It's me. If the powder keg blows, everybody knows who lit the match.
Thank you. Thanks very much. You won't be able to find a cheaper trumpet player.
I've heard the trumpet solo before, but that one, like the little trill, like when I went whoa into the mic and I didn't realize I was like in the mic doing that. That was really cool.
Yeah. I thought that was like MC work, you know, like in rap battles, like, whoa!
Okay, Dan. All right. This song, I wrote it a few years ago, and I just started playing it. Yeah, I wrote it before the pandemic, but I feel like it's one of those that, like after the pandemic, I was like, oh, this song makes sense now. I don't know. It's kind of just about how when you slow down, I don't know. I thought I was doing a lot of things right, and I thought I had dealt with a lot of stuff, and then I slowed down and was like, I haven't dealt with anything. I need to do that. So, yeah. Well, I spent so much time running that I forgot to look around and see the miles that I traveled, the greener pastures I had found. 'Cause somewhere along the way, well, I picked up some bad habits, as if the root of my pain acted like a magnet, and I thought I had this covered, and I thought I had moved on. Oh, but now that I've slowed down, I see that I was wrong. I see that I was wrong. And Mama always told me, you better stand up for yourself. Oh, but it's something that I never learned. I don't even know how to ask for help. Oh, 'cause words only say so much, and I learn more from what I see. And just because I'm hurting, oh, it don't mean the world's gonna stop for me, yeah. So I might as well keep going and brush it off like I am fine. Yeah, I know that it's not healthy, but really, who has got the time? And I thought I had it all covered. I thought I was doing everything right. Oh, but now that I've slowed down, I can't close my eyes. No, I can't close my eyes.
That was. I love that the structure, the moves. Yeah, there's a lot of choices you made in there that I wouldn't have made as a songwriter, and it's made it really comfortable. It was nice.
I mean, how deep can we go shop talk wise here?
As deep as you want. How deep can we go shop talk wise? The fist pump.
I'm just curious, like chord wise and stuff. Like what key is that in?
I think it's actually an A.
Okay,
I think.
but
Or
like with
no,
the drop D
but it's drop D.
tuning, but you're hanging around A. Hey?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Like when it came in, I was like, I didn't see it coming when the
Right.
chords changed. Yeah. Yeah, that was cool.
Pretty deep.
It's not so deep, really. I was just wondering how deep we could go. All right, I'm going to sing something from my latest record. I got a record out called Tangle of Souls. It's been out since August of 2020, but it's the latest thing I got. And when I go back home, I'm going to make a new record with my partner Pamela. We'll go into the studio and do some recording. It's been a while. It's high time. But I can assure you that every album that I sell today will go to benefit a young album just waiting to be born. So this is a song off that record called "Leave a Light On." This is a low-budget love song. There's no car chasing, no moon falling from the sky, or mountains crumbling to the sea. I just want to be around you. I'll try to say it plain, and if you don't believe me, I'll spell it out again. I know it's intricate step work. We don't want to rush this measured cadence and the distance between us, but I got a steady feeling like I never knew. I'm thanking life for second chances and glory for you. You know so many songs, if singing makes them true, well, play me one where the lovers make it through. When the miles stretch out between us like a hazy memory, when it's storming on the highway and it's getting hard to see, leave a light on in your heart for me. And if I'm running my mouth, won't you put me in my place? Sit my fool self down and look me in the face. You know I'm not the quickest learner, but I'm figuring it out. Waiting for those pretty words to tumble from your mouth. Say you got so many stories, plenty that I know. Tell me one where you don't have to go. When the miles stretch out between us like a hazy memory, when it's storming on the highway and it's getting hard to see, leave a light on in your heart for me. After all that time, I'm wondering what could be and could have been. Since I landed in your company, the world feels new again. I'm just grateful for the sunlight and just the time of year, and whatever unseen forces conspire to bring us here. So go after your dreams, every place you dare. Just dream us one where I can meet you there. When the miles stretch out between us like a hazy memory, when it's storming on the highway and it's getting hard to see, leave a light on in your Thanks for singing.
That was lovely.
So Scott, I gotta ask, how long is the book gonna be with this next record?
So, for those of you who don't know, the last album looks like this. It's mistaken often for a hotel Bible, but these are just liner notes. And it's 240 pages, this one. And I guarantee you the next one will not be this long. Because letter mail with Canada Post, this just barely fits through that letter mail slot, you know? I'm gonna go a little smaller.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was so impressed by those quote unquote liner notes. It was amazing. It's a really good read actually. Scott brought a bunch with him. It was good for the heart because that was 2020. That was
Yeah, it was weird times.
weird times. Yeah, I've read it twice and it's
You
good
read
for
it
the heart.
twice?
I've read it twice.
Wow.
He also
Dan Tait.
But if you like any of the songs that you're hearing tonight, Scott also puts the chords in all his liner notes as well. He makes the chords available and lyrics available, so you can play some of those songs. Well, I'm going to play you a tune. My band, this week, this Friday, we're releasing this cheeky little holiday EP. And it's all original music, which is kind of fun. We didn't want to, record "We Wish You a Merry Christmas" again because that's been done 400 times at least. But we wrote 3 original songs, and this was my contribution. And I wrote this down in Fernie, BC, and it was 2021, so it was kind of near the end of a weird time, but it was the fall, and we were looking at things and not knowing what was going on. It was one of those weird zones with restrictions where you weren't sure what the rules were, so they were kind of those awkward, sort of hugs, and there was a lot of this going on, and it wasn't dancing. And I remember thinking about how just through circumstance and through the past, the years prior, or the 18 months or so prior, we had somehow lost our ability to gather indoors and be with each other indoors. And it is what it is. We lost it, but it's so beautiful that we can gather. But at that time, I was kind of missing it. I was feeling sorrow about it, and this is a song. I actually wrote it about this pub just outside of Castlegar called the Lion's Head Pub, because it's a pub just outside of town where people kind of gather and get together, and especially us in cold climates, being together indoors is so important. So this is a tune called Winter Song. In a bar outside of town, the snow is coming down. They kick their boots, they hang their coats, laugh and they talk and joke outside the doors. Black as night, but the inside is full of light. They strike a chord. It's a funny thing how the whole bar starts to sing. It's a long, cold winter in the song and story we persevere. When the nights grow long, come gather in fears, 'cause it's a long, cold winter.
by the road, some passers-by. Neon catches their eye through the port. They sing along all their hometown favorite songs. It's a long cold winter here in song and story. When the nights grow long, come gather your fears, 'cause it's a long cold winter. It's getting late, the taps are closed. We all put on our coats. We're shaking hands, catching eyes. Just one more week, it's good night. It's a long cold winter here in song and story. When the nights grow long, come gather your fears. It's a long cold winter. It's a long cold winter here in song and story. When the nights grow long, come gather your fears, 'cause it's a long cold winter. It's a long cold
Thank you. Thanks for singing, France.
I love that song. Such a good song. I like knew the key changey part was coming up, but then I didn't know where the harmony was going, and I tried, and I was like, "That's not it."
It was like harmony in and
Yeah,
out.
it was like,
Well, I believe we're on our final song, my friends.
Is that so?
We're dang close to it.
okay, what am I sing? All right.
Where can we find you online, Kaylee?
You can find me on Instagram and all those things at KayleeMcGuireMusic.com, or not. Well, if you want to go to my website, it's KayleeMcGuireMusic.com, or just at Kaylee McGuire Music. So
Beautiful.
yeah.
And you've got tracks on Spotify for sure.
I do. I
Yeah.
have the 3 songs from the EP, and I like mixed and mastered it and stuff. It was like a school project in college, not like high school. I'm older than that, but so I'm not shitting on it. It's just like not the best, but it's there, and it's a good representation of that time in my life. So, but I'm releasing a new song. I don't know when, but I think it's finished recording now. So maybe I'll play that one, and
Hey,
then you can look forward to that if you like it.
excellent.
So yeah, it's called So Bad at Being Alone. And yeah, it is just about a relationship and just one person kind of putting all the emphasis on the other person to just be their everything kind of deal. I think a lot of us do that maybe earlier on in relationships without knowing it. It's funny, like writing songs about an experience that I'm having, and then I finish the song and I'm like, shit, I've done that too. So like I'm just as much to blame, I'm sure. So anyways. Yeah, it'll be out soon. I don't know when, but if you follow me on Instagram and stuff, then I will let you know when. Oh, So Bad at Being Alone.
Well, I don't know about you, but I sure know about me. And I can't keep hanging around, doing the same old thing. And I see what you're laying down, but I'm not picking it up, no. I'm afraid if I don't leave now, I will miss the boat. You say that you're so bad at being alone. Well, that's not my problem. No, it can't be my problem. I think it's so sad you don't wanna love yourself like you need, so you put it all on me. Well, I have got to keep on this path. I can't hold back anymore. I don't know why I waited all of these years just to be sure. Now the sparks are flying wild in me, and honey, I know there's a fire in you. And I want us to be free, but we've got to face the truth. You say that you're so bad at being alone. Well, that's not my problem. No, it can't be my problem, no. I think it's so sad you don't want to love yourself like you need, so you put it all on me. So you put it all on me. La da 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 da. La da 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 da.
That was so groovy schmoovy. Yeah. Are you working with Darcy and Dylan on that one?
Yes.
Yeah.
Has some groove to it.
Is it got like a bossa nova feel on the recording?
Kind of, yeah.
Yeah.
Do you have someone playing the castanets?
Dylan did do like a whole bunch of percussion stuff.
Ooh.
There's some claps and stuff. Yeah. There's some cool
Nice,
things
yes.
happening. Yeah.
You were about to work your way onto the recording there. Hey,
I was trying,
There could
but
always be more.
yeah. Do you need a trumpet played
Cheap.
with a mouth?
All right.
I can do it on the cheap.
Sold.
Mr. Scott Cook, there are various ways for us to find you on the line and to get your music. How do we do that?
Yes, indeed. ScottCook.net is the place to find all things Scott Cook. Yeah. If you want the physical things, they're right there. Also, I've got new stickers.
Ooh,
It's just a little likeness of me,
nice.
like about that big. Could go on your bumper, your water bottle, wherever you want, and they're free. So help yourself. Yeah. There's a mailing list there too if people want to get my news. I try to make it back to the Okanagan at least once a year. So, yeah. Hope to be back in the summertime. Maybe even in Summerland. I think I want to play my newest one because it's the one that's newest, you know?
Heck
It's the
yeah.
one I'm most excited about. It's called Frankie's Braids. I was a foreign teacher in Taiwan. It was such a strange situation. We got paid well in spite of our partying and our lack of qualifications, 'cause most anyone who could afford it would send their little boys and girls to English kindergartens to get a head start in the world. My last job was in Taipei City with a good boss I still thank. I had a funny little student with Coke bottle glasses, and his English name was Frank. He was younger than the other kids, and he just looked confused most of the time. And I know a teacher really shouldn't have a favorite, but Frankie was mine. Frankie used to squint up at the whiteboard as I was writing out the letters. They put a patch over his good eye so the other would learn to see better. And all the other boys like Power Rangers, Transformers, and King Kong. Frankie's favorite things were kitties and flowers and his mom. And every now and then we'd show the kids movies with the projector and a screen. And Frankie got scared whenever any kind of bad guy entered the scene, like even the hijacker penguins in Madagascar, a cartoon shark or a bear. He'd bawl like a baby till we took him out of there. And at nap time I'd sing, "Go to sleep, you little babies," and swap in one of their names on each pass. And Frankie would ask me to sing a verse for his mommy and his sister, going to sleep in the younger kids' class. Go to sleep, you little sister. After their nap, a Taiwanese colleague would come fix up the girl's hair. And Frankie would ask her to do his, and she'd put a braid or a bow in there. Sometimes he'd show up with his nails done, 'cause his mom thought it was cute. And we knew it couldn't last, but we all thought so too. I knew next year they'd be in real school, where the bell clangs down the hall, where they list the test scores from best to worst and post them on the wall, where boys and girls use different bathrooms and play in different games. And Frank would learn, like we all did, not to be strange. See, I started grade school in Saskatchewan and then Kamloops, British Columbia. And I remember my dad showing me how to fight in case I ever had to. And one time I fought James Hanna, and then I cried till I almost puked. I'd won the fight, but I didn't feel like Bo or Luke Duke. And I didn't know anything about it then, but there was another school close by where they took kids from the reservation and where hundreds of them died. Pulling them from their families was the surest way to change them. They took away their words and cut off their braids to tame them. And I remember Frankie dancing round the classroom. All the kids clapped and cheered as he spun by. It was Chinese opera, Mando poppin' breakdance moves, and I tried not to laugh too hard to make him shy. Go on, dance, little Frankie. And I guess I was hard on Frank sometimes, hoping to protect him somehow. I thought the big world would be merciless, and I wished he'd toughen up now. And one day I raised my voice at him when he was daydreaming again. And of course he cried, and I felt like a monster then. Well, kids have got their blind spots, and their teachers try to solve them. And it can be hard to tell if you're helping them or just being part of the problem. And the whole world gets blurry when you're learning to see with a different eye. It's a good thing 4-year-olds keep asking us why. And if I knew Frank's Chinese name, I'd put it in this song and hope it finds its way to him somehow. To say thanks for all you taught me, and I'm sorry if I did you wrong. Guess you're all grown up and I hope you're dancing now. Guess you're all grown up and I hope you're dancing now.
Ladies and gentlemen, keep it going for Scott Cook on your right. Center stage, keep it going for Kaylee McGuire. And my name is Dan Tait. It's an honor to do
Dan
these
Tait.
every Tuesday. We're back next week, but right away we have open mics starting up in about 15 minutes, so we'll see you very shortly. Until then, take care of yourselves and take care of each other. We'll see you soon, my friends.